just my children and my wife. Thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I'm glad we stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston and New York to LA. There's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say that I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I'm glad we stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I'm glad we stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
Welcome to NSUE-Lab D graduation. My name is Wesley. We are so glad that you could be here to celebrate our big day with us. We have worked very hard and would like to thank you for the Lord for all of your hard work teaching us how to make safe and responsible choices and to stay trouble-free. Please stand for prayer and remain standing with the Lord. Dear God, I thank you for loving us. I thank you for guiding and protecting us each day. I pray that you will continue to watch over us, to help us make wise and safe decisions and stay joyful. We just pray that prayer. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good afternoon and welcome to NSUE-Lab School's fifth grade D.A.R.E graduation. I'm Captain Wendy Lorenz with the Natchitoches Parish Sheriff's Office. Since 1983, D.A.R.E has demonstrated leadership in the prevention of drug abuse and decision making. Through the D.A.R.E program, thousands of young people in Natchitoches Parish, from pre-K through junior high school, are learning to make safe and responsible decisions and choices. The Keep It a Real curriculum is based young people skills that will enable them to become better decision makers. The collaborative effort among law enforcement, education, and preventive science has distinguished the D.A.R.E program. The D.A.R.E program is a partnership between our law enforcement agencies, our schools, and the community. This afternoon, we have a few special guests with us who represent that partnership. First of all, we have our principal, Ms. Coleman. From the Sheriff's Office and your school resource officer, Deputy Lorena Axum. And at this time, I would like to have Nevaeh, Evie, Bailey, Madeline, Jake, Kenzie, and Michaela come up and share with you what they and their classmates have learned this semester.
The D.A.R.E Keeping It Real program is a fun program that teaches us kids how to say no to drugs and how to stay out of trouble. In the new Keeping It Real program, we have 12 lessons to learn and complete in order for us to graduate. We've had fun learning different skills that help us recognize how to make safe and responsible decisions at home, school, or with our friends.
The Keeping It Real program uses videos of real kids, Michael, Joshua, and Gerald, for each lesson, who share their own life stories to help us learn ways to be responsible as improvers and consequences, practice ways to relieve stress, and discover ways to communicate confidently.
The D.A.R.E Keeping It Real teaches us how to think through situations so that we can make better choices. We learn how important it is to make good decisions. We use the D.A.R.E decision-making model to help us make decisions by applying them to real-life situations that involve being responsible, handling stress, dealing with peer pressure, managing bullying, avoiding the negative consequences of using tobacco, alcohol, or other drugs.
We learn ways we can be safe and responsible about our health. We learn important health effects and facts about different drugs so that we will be able to make good choices about our health and stay out of trouble.
We have learned the importance of forming friendships and how difficult friendships can be when we have to resist negative peer pressure. We learn how to handle people who bullies or people who want to be in control of others. The best way to handle bullying is to report it to an adult who can take charge of the situation.
We have had a lot of fun working together as a class. We're learning how helpful it is when we work in pairs and teams to learn new information and decision-making skills. At the beginning of the semester, Chief Lindy told us that we had 3 major goals to achieve. First, we had to complete 2 workbooks. Second, we had to write a report and pledge with our commitment to live a healthy and balance-free life. And third thing we had to do was participate in a school project.
The presentations that you're about to see are an example of some of the things we have learned in D.A.R.E. So sit back, relax, and enjoy.
students came up and shared with you earlier, they have learned a lot of information. Their final assignment was to write an essay on what they learned in D.A.R.E. and on their commitment to take charge of their lives by striving to make safe and responsible choices. At this time, we will have the student represent their classmates by sharing their own essay with you. I can tell you that the essay choosing was very difficult for me because all those essays were so good. It's a good thing I have a leadership program where I have high school students that help me read essays so that we can try to eliminate who's going to be the top 5 or the top 3, and then finally make the decision to pick the best essay winner. So for Ms. Bertrand's class, Lane Gray.
Have you ever been bullied? My D.A.R.E. officer taught me how to stop bullying and how to avoid bullying. Have you ever been in peer pressure? If you are under peer pressure, you can go to D.A.R.E. and learn how to stop peer pressure. Have you needed help before? Next time, why don't you go to your help network? Do you know what D.A.R.E. stands for? If not, it means Drug Abuse Resistance Education. Bullying is an aggressive or unwanted behavior used again and again to isolate, harm, or control another person. For example, a group of girls decide they did not like Jenny because she plays sports with the boys. They make fun of her when she walks by and will not let her be in their group. Some of the ways you can stop it is to ignore it. D.A.R.E. taught me the 5 W's of reporting bullying: who, what, when, where, and why. You can also report it to your teacher. The second thing I learned is peer pressure. Peer pressure is when people about your age try to get you to do something. For example, I have some cigarettes. Have one? No, let's go play ball instead. My D.A.R.E. officer taught me ways to avoid stuff like that so you don't get in trouble. One way is to say no and walk away. You can also go ask them to play something else instead of doing what they want to do, instead of just ignoring them. The third thing I learned more about is my help network. A person or a group of people you can call on for help, encouragement, or advice. My help network is my mom, my dad, my sister, Denison, my granny, and my grandpa. A help network is people who help you out when you are in a bind somewhere and you need help doing something. People in your help network are people you trust. I am glad I had the opportunity to participate in the D.A.R.E. program. I feel like D.A.R.E. will help me make better choices in life. D.A.R.E. also taught me more about peer pressure, my help network, bullying, and many other things about good decision making. As I grow up, I will remember all of the D.A.R.E. lessons that I learned.
And from Ms. Lewis's class, Kamoni Ajise.
Do you want to know what D.A.R.E. is? D.A.R.E. is a program that teaches you how to make safe and responsible choices. I believe that D.A.R.E. lessons are valuable, and I will remember them for the rest of my life. D.A.R.E. is an acronym that stands for Drug Abuse Resistance Education. Officer Williams was our officer. He taught me how to be a good citizen, and she was always patient and happy to teach my peers and I worthwhile lessons. In this essay, I will talk about bullying, peer pressure, and gamification. I will also show how to use the D.A.R.E. decision-making model to solve different problems. One of the lessons that really stuck with me was more about bullying. Before D.A.R.E., I thought that bullying was just being rude or mean, but in D.A.R.E., I learned that bullying is an aggressive or unwanted behavior used again and again to isolate, harm, or control another person. But being bullied is not the only time you should report to a trusted adult. You should also report bullying when witnessing it. If you do not report bullying and instead just watch, you are a bystander. Use the 5 W's to report bullying: who, what, when, where, and why. Reporting anonymously or privately is a good and safe way to report bullying. An example of using 5 W's is A group of girls decide they do not like Jenny because she plays sports with the boys. They make fun of her when she walks by and will not let her be in their group. The who is Jenny, the what is she's being excluded, the when is whenever she walks by, the where is at school, and lastly, the why is when she plays sports with the boys. The topic peer pressure is also special to me because many people have been through it. Prior to taking D.A.R.E lessons, I feel like the glossary of the D.A.R.E I thought that peer pressure was when anyone tried to get you to do something. But the real definition is when people your age try to get you to do something. Some examples of how to resist peer pressure are telling a trusted adult in private, saying no and walking away, giving a reason or excuse not to do it, and changing the subject. When resisting peer pressure, you can use the D.A.R.E decision-making model to choose what to do. When using the model, you first define and reduce by seeing the problem. Next, you mentally list all your choices, and this is called assessing. Third, you respond. When responding, you choose one of the choices. Finally, you evaluate, and you do this by deciding if you made the right choice or not. And if not, you choose another one. Contrary to what I thought before D.A.R.E, good communication is not just about speaking. Although this is important, it is also necessary that you're expressing yourself in the correct communication style. The three communication styles within the D.A.R.E are unsure, demanding, and confident. When you are unsure, you most likely seem nervous and timid. This is not the best communication style because it can lead people to believe they can persuade you into doing what they want, even if you've already declined their offer. The next communication style is demanding. When you are demanding, you are most times perceived to be better and in control. This is an unacceptable communication style because it will make the other person feel inferior and disrespected, so then they will probably not do what you're trying to urge them to do. The last communication style is confident. When you are confident, you state your opinion with conviction without feeling insulted. Verbal communication isn't the only way to communicate. It is also important that you use non-verbal communication. Your body language is a way to communicate. When you are unsure, you most likely will have your head down and tend to have a better posture, and you will be on the ground. When you are demanding, you're probably pointing your finger and have a clenched jaw. When you are confident, you are smiling, have good posture, and you're making eye contact with the person you're talking to. But when it's bullying, you must make sure the information you're reporting is correct and you're being clear about what happened. I believe if you do not use the 5 W's to report, the situation might not seem particularly important, or the person you are talking to might be confused about what happened. There are many techniques to resist peer pressure, although it is particularly important to use the D.A.R.E decision-making model. When resisting peer pressure, you can really use it for any decision you have to make. I have used it when deciding to do homework and study for tests. I plan to use it in many other ways, like making friends, telling a trusted adult when I need help, and deciding what to do when I'm nervous. Using confidence is the best communication style, and it is because it gets your point across in a calm and respectful way. All these topics and information in general have helped me know what to do in difficult situations, and I hope they'll help many more people in the future.
Congratulations. all class assignments and their workbooks. This semester, they were required to complete 2 workbooks. The first workbook consisted of 10 lessons on the Keeping It Real program, and the second workbook on over-the-counter prescription medication. At this time, I would like to recognize 2 students who not only completed their workbooks, but participated in all class activities and projects. From Ms. Bertrand's class, Brindley Berry. And from Ms. Lewis's class, Nevaeh Kristoff. All of these students have completed the necessary requirements for them to graduate from the 5th grade D.A.R.E program. So at this time, I would like to recognize all of them by awarding them their certificates. If Ms. Bertrand's class would please stand and come forward.
Kate Shivers, Brindley Berry, Griffin Vansickle, Madeline Rockmore, Jake Kane, Kenzie Drury, London Braxton, Carson Going, Lane Gray, Carissa Griffith, Eli Heights, Chaselyn Kennedy, Weston Key, Jace Mott, Emmy Ocon, Gabriel Hari, Amston Posh, Bentley Posey, Talon Roberts, Ava Shaw, Jace Smith, Cole Spillman, Rhea Weber, Parker Woods,
Ms. Lewis's class, would you please stand and come forward? Jace Holman, Weston Dunnigan, Nevaeh Kristoff, Evie Nicholson, Bailey Posey, Michaela Slaughter, Kamoni Ajise, Darby Allison, Emma Bush, Keely Cade, Grant Cedars, Cruz Christoph, Caroline Church, Ava Ducote, Valentina Fortner, Jace Henson, Rylan Lonadier, Bella Lopez, Meena Mata, Sahil Patel, Jacob Proctor, Daniel Rashel, Scott Stetson, Hunter Walker, Let's give everybody a round of applause. I want to thank you boys and girls for working so hard this semester and a half. It's taken us that long to graduate from the D.A.R.E program. You've done such a great job. You've worked so very hard. We've survived storms and hurricanes and pandemics and ice storms. But we finally graduated. Normally we would have graduated in December, but at least we got it done. And I want to say again, you did some awesome essays. Your essays were very, very good. You did really, really good on your workbook awards, on your workbooks, both workbooks, and your extra project that we did with your interviews that you had to do when you interviewed someone. So you worked really hard this semester. And I hope that you can take the tools that you learned and use them throughout your whole life. Especially the decision-making model, because you're always going to be faced with having to make decisions. And if you can use that model and keep it in mind, it will help you think through things so that you can make good choices and good decisions. I want to thank Dr. Eloy and Ms. Coleman for working with us so that we were able to have the D.A.R.E program. We didn't know at first how that was going to work this year. So I'm so grateful for them allowing us to be able to do that. At this time, I'll ask Ms. Coleman if she'd like to say a few words.
Fifth graders, I just want to tell you how very proud I am of you. I know that it is a commitment to work very hard through the D.A.R.E program. But when I listen to you talk and I have conversations with you in some of the things that we've encountered as fifth graders this year, I hear you using the things that Officer Wendy has taught you. You've told me how you can use the decision-making model when you've had conflict with your friends. So I know that you've learned from this program, and I'm very proud of you. I want to thank Officer Wendy. She works so well with your teachers to make sure that this is an efficient process. So I'm very proud of you today, and congratulations.
So at this time, I would say, dear graduates, would you please stand?